In this video, we will cover the last object tab in the SunBurn editor, the Environments tab. Switch to the tab and we will begin by editing the current scene environment. The properties on environments are used by SunBurn to control how the scene is rendered. Here you can change fog, render distance, shadow distance, bloom, and HDR. Most of these properties are self-explanatory and they all have descriptive tooltips. You can also adjust scene-specific editor settings such as gizmo icon size and camera move speed. An extremely helpful property is the default object scale. This value controls the scale of objects when you first add them to the scene. It is useful to ensure that when you add a new scene object, it will automatically match the rest of the scene. Bloom and HDR are used to add stylistic effects to your game's presentation. It is important to note that post-processing in HDR must be enabled in code before the editor values will take effect. Check the documentation or the downloadable HDR example for more details. Bloom is controlled by these three properties. It simulates the oversaturation from bright areas that will cause light to bleed over edges. It is best understood by comparing the scene with bloom on, then off. HDR is controlled by 6 properties. It is a post-processing technique for high dynamic range rendering. Its purpose is to allow your game to dynamically change the lighting model to maximize viewing detail. Put simply, it will change the brightness of the screen depending on what is in view. This way, when you look down a dark hallway, the screen will brighten so you see the detail in the hallway. But if you look outside at a bright area, the screen will darken to prevent the light from being too bright. The first set of properties of HDR control the lighting range and transition speed. The second set of properties control the artistic effect of HDR, adding color tones and saturation to target specific styles. The values for bloom and HDR depend on the style of your game, so you should try different combinations to achieve the desired effect. This concludes our video covering scene environments. You can now use an environment to optimize your rendering and add HDR to your game.